From the archives of the United States Cavalry, the true stories of Colonel Ranald Mackenzie and the cavalrymen he led. Mackenzie's Raiders. His secret orders from the President of the United States. Clean up the Southwest. Make it a fit place for Americans to live. Wipe out the renegades, outlaws, and murderers. If necessary, cross the Rio Grande, knowing capture means hanging by the enemy. Discovery, court-martial by the United States Army. Southwest Texas, week of June 25th, 1876. A courier, a forced ride, and news of a massacre in the Powder River country of Montana. News which was to have vital significance for Colonel Mackenzie and his 4th Cavalry.
Your horse still alive, Ed?
Just about.
50 miles in 14 hours. Must be a tough animal.
Hard as a nut and twice as mean.
Know what you've been carrying?
No, the dispatcher just said ride like a scared jackrabbit.
General Custer and 264 men were wiped out at Little Bighorn 2 days ago.
Little Bighorn? That's Sioux country. Crazy Horse's outfit. You can be sure of that.
Not a man was left alive when General Custer's support arrived.
Sir, Mr. Kiley's outside, said he must see you.
Very well, Sergeant. Show him in. Oh, don't go, Ed. Kiley's the Indian agent out here.
Colonel, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Kiley. This is Ed Geary, former scout, now writing dispatch for us.
There's something funny going on out to my place. I don't know what's got into those Indians, but nothing you can put your finger on, but you can feel it.
Maybe this will explain it.
264 men massacred. But how do my Indians know? Little Bighorn, well, that's over 900 miles from here.
They know.
That's impossible.
What's your opinion, Ed?
I can't explain it. I've seen this kind of thing happen before. I'd say every engine's walking just a mite bit taller today.
What are we going to do?
Act natural for the moment. See what develops. I'd suggest, Mr. Kiley, that you get back to the reservation. Your presence there will help make things seem normal.
All right, Colonel. I'll head right back.
I'll be in touch with you. Sergeant.
Blackhawk's on Colley's reservation, didn't he?
That's right.
And Little Wolf, too?
That's right.
They're fighting chiefs, not agency Indians. This might be just the chance they've been waiting for.
Yeah. Hope you're wrong, Ed. Sergeant, put this in the order of the day book. All flags of this command will be flown at half-mast for the period from June 29th to July 4th, in commemoration of the 264 men who so valiantly gave their lives at the Little Bighorn, June 25th, 1876. Get that into effect immediately, please, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Ed? Has our Black Hawk got it in his heart to try to become another Crazy Horse?
Morning, June 28th. A supervised hunting party from the reservation. In the party, Black Hawk, who waited patiently for the right moment.
Missed. Well, that was your last shot for the day. What a waste of ammunition. Whoever figured out this system sure was no hunter. Blackhawk, here, it's your turn. Ah, that last shot scared all the game away from here. Come on.
Our brother Crazy Horse has put courage back in our hearts. Mackenzie will soon share the fate of the soldier called Custer.
not be any trouble, Captain Fitch, but I want continuous patrols in the vicinity of the reservation, just in case, for the next couple of days.
What about Black Hawk, Colonel?
I wish I knew about Black Hawk. He's got everything it takes: ability, courage, hatred. The only thing he lacks is followers. With the news of Custer's defeat, they'll probably come flocking to him.
With a squad of good men, sir, I could ride right through Black Hawk and his whole Comanche nation.
Could you indeed, Captain Fitch?
Yes, sir. We'll teach those savages a lesson they'll not soon forget.
You're new out here, Captain, and you'd have more respect.
Respect, sir?
For Black Hawk. He stands as the equal of any cavalry commander you'll ever see. And the Comanche are probably the world's finest light cavalry. I'd like to see anybody ride through them. You better get those patrols organized. A squad of good men.
The young fella stands a pretty good chance of having his brains parted by a Tommyhawk.
He's new out here. He's never been in Indian territory before. He'll learn.
Do you think Black Hawk will turn hostile?
I wish I knew. I'll try and find out. Oh, if you've a mind to help, you can scout those foothills for me. You know what to look for. Get some rest first.
Mackenzie rode to the Indian reservation, unaware that Black Hawk and his warriors had already struck.
He was out with a hunting detail from the reservation.
Do you know who was with him?
Trooper Ellis. He's probably...
No, I mean, do you know what Indians were in the party?
It's all right, soldier. You'll be all right.
Was it Black Hawk, soldier? Where did it happen?
The slope of the wolves.
Those murdering savages. Sergeant! Order out a patrol. Full fighting gear. I'll move out at once.
Yes, sir.
You're going after Black Hawk?
That's right.
You're no match for him.
Well, the colonel's gone. I'm in command, Mr. Gary, and I'll decide. Black Hawk will pay.
Hustle me up a fresh mount, will you, Sergeant? A fast one. I've got some news that won't keep.
Right away, Mr. Gary.
Slopes of the wolves ahead. Let's get him!
Black Hawk's trap was classic, and an unsuspecting Captain Fitch and his patrol pursued the Indian decoys, unaware of their danger.
Young soldier chief is mine.
Hey, Gila.
Blackhawk jumped your hunting detail. Fitch is taking a patrol out after him.
Kylie told me they were overdue. Where'd it happen?
Slopes of the Wolves.
Let's get over there. Never had a chance.
Like dropping a cat into a pit of bulldogs.
Black Hawk decoyed him up here, and then he poured down on him from both sides.
Yeah, good figures.
You had courage, Ed. Courage without respect for the Comanche.
Preserve the peace, make the territory safe. Such were Mackenzie's orders from his commander-in-chief. To do so, Mackenzie needed the boldest plan of his career, a strategy which risked everything to stop the renegade Black Hawk.
I think I ought to notify Washington immediately, Colonel.
I share your concern, Mr. Kiley. After all, I should. 5 of my men dead, a 6th fighting for his life.
Black Hawk and his cutthroats still on the loose out there. Unless he's caught, Colonel, I stand a good chance of losing every able-bodied Indian I've got on the reservation.
He will be caught, I promise you that, Mr. Kiley.
When and how? Why, he's more at home out there on those hills than the animals.
Mr. Kiley, Black Hawk never surrendered to us. We chased him for years. Finally, he gave himself up. Sickness and starvation accomplished what we never could.
How on the earth do you expect to take him now?
Crazy Horse holds the answer to that.
But I don't understand.
Crazy Horse is the war chief of the Sioux. Black Hawk is the war chief of the Comanche. Crazy Horse wiped out Custer. Now, what would you do if you wanted to help Crazy Horse and the whole Indian nation, and at the same time recover some of the lost Comanche glory? Sergeant?
Yes, sir?
Have Ed Gary get over here on the double.
Yes, sir.
Please excuse me, sir. I have work to do.
Good day, Colonel.
Ed, tell me something. What do you think is troubling Black Hawk the most right now?
You? How to get you dead?
And after that?
Well, he'd probably enjoy making a bonfire out of this fort.
Why don't we give him a chance?
What's that mean?
I want Black Hawk to think that the entire 4th Cavalry has been ordered up north by General Crook to help bottle up Crazy Horse.
He'd never believe that.
He would if we really left.
Hold on a minute. You mean you'd empty the fort?
Yes.
With Black Hawk out there? Excuse me for saying it, Colonel, but they'll bust you down to a muleteer if anything goes wrong.
I know that. Can you get word to him?
I'd like to see you get 300 men out of here without him knowing it.
I want him to know it before we leave, just so he can keep an eye on us.
This better work. Good luck.
Sergeant.
The word was passed for the raiders. If Black Hawk were to be stopped, it would take the best of Mackenzie's command, the raiders.
Raiders. Report immediately. Raider alert immediately. Finish that split.
With the exception of ourselves, the entire garrison is leaving Fort Clark at dawn. If my guess is right, Black Hawk will hit us sometime late tomorrow afternoon. You men have been picked to stop him. Now, as you know, no Comanche in war paint has ever been inside Fort Clark. Well, let's let them in just this once. It's up to you men to see that they never leave. Now, they'll probably be wary. They'll want to approach the fort without being seen. That means they'll come on foot. Good. As I see it, the key to fighting the Comanche is to get him off his horse. Any questions?
Sir, do we know Black Hawk's strength?
Probably no more than 15 or 20 men, in spite of the fact that he's been picking up followers ever since he bolted the reservation.
Why can't we go out after him, sir?
Corporal, we've lost a lot of men going out after him. I thought this time we'd let him come to us. Very well, Sergeant.
That's all, men.
Oh, Sergeant. Lieutenant Sullivan is about my build. Ask him to drop by my quarters, please. I've got a uniform that'll fit him.
A uniform, sir?
Yes. If my plans work out, Black Hawk is going to have some trouble distinguishing between Colonel Mackenzie and Lieutenant Sullivan. That's all, Sergeant. Clothes fit you very well, Lieutenant. Please take my mount. Ride northeast to Wellington. Don't turn the regiment until sundown. I think you can relax, Sergeant. If I know Black Hawk, he won't show up until he's sure the regiment's really moved out.
Less than half-hour daylight left, sir. It's just possible that Black Hawk won't show.
Sergeant. It's Gary.
They're out there, all right.
You're in for a fight if you stay around, Ed.
That's why I came back.
All right, pick yourself a spot. Let them get into the fort before you shoot.
see a thing, sir.
When you don't see him, Sergeant, is when you're looking right at him.
Signal the others.
Thanks, Ed.
Well, Colonel, I think our little plan worked out just fine. I've got my reservation order, and you still got a fort. Very audacious, but I'm for audacity every time. I'll mention the good work you two men have done in my report to Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Kiley. Thank you very much, and good day, sir.
Good day.